name is Kathy, and today I'll be continuing the talk on the release stream. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easy to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Today, we will continue the discussion on dream objects to help you more fully analyze your main release stream themes, continuing with trees in a dream. Remember that one of the hallmarks to help you determine if your dream is a release dream or not is the fact that there's usually some very strange feature in a release dream, like a unicorn suddenly making an appearance, or a bicycle that turns into a truck, or some totally unusual situation occurring. Trees in dreams can be spectacular or mundane. In some dreams, a tree is healthy and vibrant and exudes a sense of aliveness and growth. In other dreams, a tree is withered, dry, sick, or threatened with destruction by an axe or a bulldozer. Trees can evoke strong feelings in dreams, feelings of love and attachment, of loss, or of fidelity. A dreamer may dream of a specific kind of tree, which can carry very particular meanings for that person, or the well-being of whole forests can be the central concern of a dream. In most cultures, trees have represented abundance and fertility, and happiness, and often life itself. The health of a tree has often been said to mirror the mental or psychological health of the dreamer, or of people in the dreamer's life that the tree brings to mind. Trees have been seen as phallic symbols, and the cutting of trees as a fear of castration or a wish to castrate the father. Many dream analysts have interpreted trees more often as symbols of the self, of the potential growth and rootedness of the dreamer in the world. Most dream analysts have found that they have seen many particular meanings determined by the specific kinds of trees and its state of well-being, as well as its role in the dream. Trees can also serve as an intermediary between heaven and hell, between our highest aspirations and our deepest roots. In our first example, we have a woman that dreamt that she looked out over her favorite park and sees that someone has cut down all the pretty flowering trees. Only the sturdy pines are left standing. The woman describes the trees that had been cut down as beautiful, blossoming, graceful trees that added great joy to her world and to her appreciation of the park in which she regularly strolled. She next asked herself if there was anything in her life that was like these trees, which she described as blossoming and graceful. She could think of nothing. Then she asked herself if there was any way that she felt some graceful part of her life had been cut down. She started to cry and said, "Yes, I have been a lawyer now for 10 years, and when I look at my life, all that's left are the sturdy pines. In other words, the part of my life that is sturdy, strong, and stable, that is green all year round and that never changes. That is my professional self. But the part of me that likes to play and be feminine and joyous, I've cut it down myself. I have removed that part of my life until all I have left is my professional self. I don't spend much time with my friends. I don't have time for romance, and I guess the park in my life is a rather boring one." In our next example, we have a man that at the end of a rather long dream he dreamt of sitting down to talk with his father. In the next instant, he is across the street in the old park near his family home, sitting with someone. He notices a small bristlecone pine tree growing beside the old dry lawn. Looking more carefully, he sees that it is growing inextricably with an old oak. Neither is in very good condition. Both have old broken branches and have lost some foliage. Looking at their trunks, though, he sees they are inextricably grafted together. The bark of the bristlecone in some places is effectively the bark of the oak. When the man analyzed his dream, he described the bristlecone pine as an ancient tree that lives in very adverse conditions, with very little water. It can live in the wind and the cold. Next he asked himself if there were any part of himself, any part of his life, or anyone in his life, who was like this ancient tree that lived under adverse conditions with little water. In the cold and wind, he immediately said, "I do, and that's how my life has felt lately." He next asked himself to describe the old oak in the dream, and he said that oaks are grand, old, deciduous trees in California. They are very strong, and they need richer soil than the bristlecone pine, and not too much water, and they are very intricate in shape. He then said that that reminded him of his wife. She is very much a California person. She doesn't need much water, and her soul doesn't want too much. Next, the man asked himself what was happening with these two trees, and he replied that they were grafted together. He then asked himself if that was normal for trees on Earth, or is that a problem? He explained that it is very unhealthy because neither tree is doing well. One uses up the energies of the other, and it would be very important to figure out how to separate them without killing both, because they're fused together. This reminded the man of the last decade of his marriage, with the man and his wife so enmeshed and fused with each other that neither had enough of a separate life to feel like an individual. The man felt that in the dream he was learning something from sitting down and talking with his father. He felt the fused trees depicted not only his own relationship, but also the kind of relationship his mother and father had had. To help you analyze your dream's object of trees, ask yourself these questions. 1. What is a tree? Describe it as if you were describing it to someone who knows nothing about trees. How do you feel about trees in general? 2. What is the tree in your dream like? Can you describe its personality? 3. How do you feel about the tree in your dream? 4. Does the tree in your dream remind you of any part of yourself or anyone or anything in your life? 5. How so? Test the bridge or connection between the dream image and your waking life. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.